How you doing? We go back. We go back. We go back. Now we go back. That history.
Okay, guys, we're ready to go into our next lecture. If everyone can take a seat.
Please take your seats.
I'm really excited to introduce somebody who's coming in today. He flew in right this morning for our lecture, and it's his second year back. This is my business partner, Mike Rashid. Really interesting story about him is that 3 years ago, you were working as a trainer at the gym, and you were making YouTube videos for fun.
Yep.
And they were very basic videos,
Yep.
right? Where there was a camera on the phone, something like that, like.
The camera on the computer.
Yeah.
On the MacBook. Yeah.
Okay, so like a webcam.
So basically the audio didn't match the video half the time. Like always a delay. Some of those videos are still up too.
Yeah, they're still up. They get 3D traffic. Let's say within 2 years, under 2 years, he became top 3% YouTube fitness channel in the world. Okay. Within 3 years, he is now $1 million brand. 3 years. Multi-million dollar brand. That is right. He has revenue streams coming in from so many areas because he knows that he needs to monetize this audience that is watching him as he puts out these free YouTube videos. You have supplements. You have apparel. Apparel blew up so quick.
Fast. Yeah.
Crazy numbers. We're talking like.
Yeah. We did a little
within 1 year, he's pulling in like it's multiple 6 digits on apparel sales.
A little over $1 million this year.
It's a little over $1 million this year just for t-shirts and like workout apparel type of stuff.
Yeah.
You are also now a gym owner and a franchisee licensing his brand Iron Addicts Gym. I think you came up with the idea of Iron Addicts Gym came up with YouTube.
CT, he came up with the name and he named us the Iron Addicts.
Yeah, because some boys are doing iron addicts.
Exactly.
And then you had the first gym by
the
Olympia, or ish.
Yeah. Well, he opened the first one in I want to say around March of this year, and
March of this year.
Then we opened Vegas. Olympia was the grand opening.
And I think we have about at least a half a dozen franchises already signed and ready to roll.
I'm opening Miami
within
right
6
now.
months.
Yeah.
This is the power of YouTube. It's about marketing. And he is the marketing king through this channel. And he knows that this is his talent. So I wanted him to come in here today because a lot of you guys are at the place where he was probably about 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And it's like, what's coming up next? And now he has this complete horizon. He's got all his business partners lined up about what's coming up next and how he's rolling out his brand. So I want you guys to learn how someone did it 100% self-funded, grassroots style. Mike Rashid.
Hello, everybody. All right, so last year, I just came up with a freestyle. Natalie told me what she wanted me to cover, and I covered it. But I was all over the place. So this year, I prepared. I wrote it all out on the plane this morning. Only because I was super busy. All right, so I'm just gonna run through this, and then we're gonna just talk. Okay? Talk to you guys. You guys talk to me. We go back and forth. All right. So my name is Mike Rashid King, full name, and some of the things that are going on. I am the founder and CEO of I'm So Alpha Sports Nutrition Supplements. I'm also the founder and CEO of the Alpha Academy, which is fitness/lifestyle apparel. I am the owner of Iron Addicts. I'm the sole owner of Iron Addicts Gym Miami. And like Natalie said, I am part owner of the franchise Iron Addicts. I am the founder and a partner in Ambrosia Nutraceuticals, one of my newest ventures. I am the founder and partner. My absolute newest venture is Interstellar Media. Basically, we're just finishing up a documentary. Initially, it was going to be a documentary about me, but I was like, nah. So the top names in fitness, like people that I look up to and my friends and my peers. It's all of our stories, and it's very motivational. It's deep, it's heavy, it's heavy, but it's still entertaining. A lot of, it's training and just lifestyle, everything, all in one. So that's the first project on Interstellar Media. And also, you don't even know this yet, we got green lighted for a reality show that I'm producing. So the network is to be determined, but it's on through Viacom, and I took it upon myself. We fought, we went back and forth for me to produce it, like Interstellar Media, my company. So, all right, this whole year we've been doing this documentary, and I funded the whole thing. So I've been like, I make good money, but it's like I've been going to check because of the documentary. So now I'm gonna be right back in the same position, producing a television show, but it's an investment in my future. So, I don't mind, and I'm used to it. All right, so I also recently just acquired, Nutrition Zone in Ontario, a supplement store. I own shares in Amara, which is a sports drink you can find at Whole Foods. Similar to, it's in the lane of Gatorade, but it's all natural ingredients. It's a whole food. So just a way more quality, and it's really good for you. I am sponsored by Better Bodies. I have been since 2012, and I am a powerlifter, bodybuilder, and I used to box. And while we're here today, I am a YouTuber. We're going to talk a lot about YouTube. All right. So the advice that I'm going to give you guys does not come from theory. It comes from my actual experience. Although I'm still learning and studying all that I can about YouTube and social media, you guys can rest assured that everything that I'm talking about comes from my own personal trial and error, my triumphs, my failures, my actual experience, not what I think. It's first-hand experience, okay? All right. I hate that I gotta read this, but I want to cover everything. YouTube is the king of all social media. I refer to it as the king because it allows brands to give their followers an in-depth, more real experience. It provides so much more than just pictures to scroll through. For the blogger, we have access to the entire world as fast as we can make a video live. If you are a brand or a blogger that is business-minded or have products or service to offer, you can promote it in a unique and entertaining way, all the while getting paid to do so. People get burnt out when opening magazines and being bombarded by advertisements. And yes, there are commercials and advertisements on YouTube, but the content is dynamic enough to keep the viewer entertained and informed enough to not be too bothered by the ads and commercials. So imagine that you can be paid for promoting your stuff, your products and your services. Typically, people pay to promote their stuff. You can get paid to promote your stuff. That's YouTube. All right. So you have the viewers' undivided attention from 30 seconds to 30 minutes, in some cases longer. They're engaging in a higher capacity on YouTube. YouTube has become TV for millions of people. YouTube is owned by Google and has premium ranking over seasoned website content. And what that means is, what's your name? Paul. Paul has a chess workout program online. He's had it up since 2007, right? Not associated with YouTube. Just your website, whatever. I have the same type of program on YouTube. Guess who's going to pop up first when somebody search chest workout? Fine. Exactly. Google is like the internet. All right. So what makes a YouTube channel successful? Unique and consistent content. I advise a lot of people to start a channel. Most don't take me up on my advice. And the common excuse is, I'm waiting to hire a good cameraman. I need money for a good cameraman. Keep in mind, I have an extremely talented media team, but that's not necessary for a YouTube channel, for a good YouTube channel. And also, people don't know exactly what to do. A lot of people don't know how to start a channel. Like, who am I going to be? What am I representing? What is my channel going to be about? They want to figure out their niche. And my response to that is, just start. Just fucking start. Just start. Feel the walls. I always say feel the walls. So when I say feel the wall, I'm referring to you're in the dark, you're kind of feeling around until you figure it out. Feel the walls, start putting content out, Eventually, you'll find what you like to do. You'll find what connects to the people. You'll find what they like from you more, and then that's your niche. Then you run with it. But you'll never find that out if you don't fucking start. Fucking start. All right, how many was here last year? Okay. Did I not tell you guys to start YouTube channels? Who started the channel? See? Fucking start. What y'all waiting on? So look, y'all have a whole year of subscribers that don't know nothing about you that you could have had. It's true, accumulated. You know what I mean? Every day there's a new YouTuber is popping up, getting his grind on, while everybody else is like, what am I gonna do? I need this camera, I need that camera. You just gotta start. I don't care if it's with a cell phone. I started with my computer, like my laptop. Ashy videos. I should call it ashyvideos.com. My videos needed lotion back then. But regardless, some of those videos went viral. And I left them up to this day just for proof. Like, these videos hit heavy way back then, because the equipment that you use is not what makes the video or your channel special. What makes your channel special is the content that you put out. If you have good equipment, that's just the icing on the cake. But that's not, people are not gonna be, they get bored with good equipment, just like bad equipment. They want the content, okay? So just start. All right. Even my buddy right here, T, he's one of my best friends. He's part of my media group. He's a photographer, he's fucking good. Start. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's people making millions of dollars just from YouTube alone. I'm not even talking about marketing, whatever they have to market on YouTube, just from YouTube alone, getting makeup tutorials. Talking about how to pack when you travel or whatever. Like, it's like the whole universe is at your disposal. You know what I mean? You can talk about whatever you want. There's a channel, see, I study a lot of channels that have nothing to do with fitness, just to see, successful channels. There's a girl, her channel is about her being drunk and trying to put food together, cooking, you know what I mean? And she's, huge YouTuber. She makes big money just from her views alone. You know what I mean? So I don't care what you do, if you provide a service, especially people that provide a service, not only people are interested in the craziest things, but you're gonna make money outside of your service, and you're letting a lot of people know that you're here to provide a service. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, all right, don't start. Okay. All right, so let's see, where am I at? Okay, YouTube and other social media platforms have made the playing field somewhat even in the business world. This is true. 10 years ago, it would have been impossible for somebody like me to achieve the things that I have on my own when there's corporate giants with unlimited money. Big public companies with millions upon millions of dollars they can use to advertise. So those days are over. I get hit up all the time by CEOs of big public companies who've been around way before me. Hey, how did you do this? Or how did you do that? Or, picking my brain. I'm like, I should be picking your brain. You know what I mean? YouTube is the great equalizer in that, social media. I'm talking about social media in general, but YouTube more specific, because YouTube is just a heavier blow, Everything is important. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, they're all important. And I suggest everybody use all of them. I use all of them. But those are jabs. YouTube is like a powerful knockout punch, because you just get more bang for your buck. When they sit down and watch you, they're listening to you. They see your personality. They're like, I like him. I like how he says, you know what I mean? They can relate to you. If they don't like you, okay, they tune out. But the people that don't like you are gonna go away. But the people that like you, they stay. And then they gather. Every day you're getting more subscribers. Every day. I get anywhere from a bad day, 300, average day, 500 to 600 subscribers a day. It doesn't stop. As long as you're being consistent, putting content out there. And what does that mean? It means a couple things. More subscribers. more people are gonna watch the videos when they get alerted that I uploaded a video. That's more brand awareness for me. That's one benefit. That's a great benefit right there. That's promotions. Two, whatever I'm trying to sell or promote, I have more people that's most likely gonna buy it because there's more people at the table. Okay, that's two. Three, YouTube is gonna cut me a check every month, and it gets bigger every month. It literally gets bigger every month. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It does. It gets bigger every month. That's great, right? And on top of that, there's networks that you can sign with on YouTube that will get you money from other sources. You know, the network that I'm with, you know, they connected me with, I think it was TBS, to talk about The Rock's TV show, and gave me a lot of money just to do that. You know what I mean? Just to talk about The Rock's show on my channel. It works out for me because I like The Rock. I'm a fan of his. So that's like a no-brainer. It gave me a reason to talk about The Rock, you know what I mean? And get a nice check in addition to everything else that's going on. The benefits of YouTube are just endless. Okay? All right. So, and also, okay, let's talk about effort. Effort is the great equalizer. It will make you stand out amongst the rest. Be consistent with your content and engage the people that engage you. Let me start right there. All right, let me just read the rest of this and I'll why. Even the negative commenters or trolls or whatever, they may say something negative to you, maybe complain about you're always pitching your product or complain about your prices. I'm gonna turn this paper off. Sorry. All right, so I'm one of those people that I'm fighting. I fight for everything that I stand by. You'll never see me promote. Typically, anything that I'm pushing is my product, okay? But if I do partner with somebody to promote it or to co-sign it, it's because I really like it, I really believe in it, because I don't need to take projects on for money. So everything that I do is because I want to do it. I might like the person a lot, or I like the product a lot. So if I'm attacked by standing by something, I fight back, you know? Some people will take their posts down, some people will just block people. Now, keep in mind, I'll block people that are really like disrespectful or, you know, hateful or whatnot. But just because somebody don't like me or don't like what I'm selling or think that my product is bullshit or think that it's too expensive, I'm not gonna block them or shut them out. I'm gonna talk to them. Why? Because it's giving me another opportunity to promote and talk about my product, right? Because I'm very conscious about always throwing product in people's faces. You got to be creative with it, okay? So I love when people say, oh, that's too expensive. You charge too much money for that. Why are you charging for this? Perfect, now we get to talk about why. I get to brag about how good my shit is. You know what I'm saying? And a couple things come out of that. Either they become a believer and a possible customer, or if not, that's fine. Because all these other people are looking at this conversation. And you might have people that's on the fences about you and about your product. Thought about it, like, I don't know. But you might say something to this hater or whatever you want to call them, and the other person like, damn, that's a good point. I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna get it. I like this person. You know what I mean? So you gotta engage these people, talk to these people. They talking to you, talk to them back. You know, I'm friends with a lot of people, right? In the industry, people who are important, got a lot, you know, everybody's busy, all of that. But they're all looking at their comments. Nobody's that busy to where they can't respond. You know what I mean? So respond to people, talk to people, engage. That's something that I've done from day one. I'm always, now granted, I do get busy at times, but when I post something, right then and I'm right there, we going back and forth, I'm going back and forth. Somebody say, you know, somebody's talking about a price or this or that, I go in there and I explain why, you know what I mean? So, and typically that brings me more sales. Perfect example, I sell ebooks. Natalie was telling me for a year to do ebooks. I didn't believe it was as lucrative as it is, but it is. It's crazy. So anyway, first of all, let me brag about ebooks. Like I'll spend, it might cost me $700 to $1,000 to produce an ebook because I'm gonna do a legit photo shoot for the ebook, you know, all of that, whatever. But that's it. Then it's making money for you forever, as long as it's online. Nothing to print. There's no, you know, it's it's just perfect, a perfect product. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. We were saying right before.
Commenting back to people. And,
yeah. All right. So I put out the ebooks that I was putting out were around $30 to $35. So I did a more in-depth and a longer nutrition ebook. So it was $75. Oh man, they went nuts. So many negative comments about money, price, right? You gotta keep in mind, a lot of the people that's viewing your stuff on YouTube are teenagers who don't have money, want everything for free. YouTube is free, so they want everything for free, right? So, there's gonna be a lot of complaints. So I let them complain. Okay, go ahead. Any more? It's done. It's like popcorn when the popcorn's popping. It's like pop. All right, now I'm gonna eat you. I ate them up. So I got my GoPro out. I did this for a reason. I got kids. They are all the video games in the world. I don't really play, but I got on to start playing while I address these guys in a video blog, because I know they're of that age that play video games. So playing video games, talking to them about why this is so cheap, $75. That's cheap for a legit meal plan. You know what I mean? So I explained it, broke it down to a T. Guess what? As soon as that video went live, sales. I'm watching my sales. Boom, 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 boom. All the comments were positive after that. They're like, that's real. We feel you. You know what I mean? You gotta fight for whatever you stand for and whatever you put out. Fight for that shit. You know what I mean? And also, something I tell friends of mine, everybody wanna, I don't care what it is. Everybody's gonna sell t-shirts or whatever to make money. That's great. But people are afraid to sell it because of the haters, because, they're gonna call me a sellout. That's good. Like, I wanna sell out. If you ever see me at a booth at an expo, I'm hanging out, shaking hands, taking pictures. But I'm constantly looking at my table, making sure stuff is selling. And when it's not moving, I'm like, we shake your hands in a picture, like, hey man, you got your arms off the shirt right here. Hands back. I don't leave expos with boxes of anything. I sell everything. You know what I mean? I sell out. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? What are we supposed to starve? I gotta spend my money to print this stuff up and give it to everybody. People that's gonna be that negative, they're not gonna buy your stuff anyway, so forget about it. Don't be embarrassed to sell your stuff. You got stuff to sell it. Why? Sell it. People respect that. Intelligent people respect that. You know what I mean? Sell it. Your business. You guys are businesses. Let me tell you guys, I don't brag. I'm not a bragger, right? But I'm just trying to show you guys the reality of what can happen. 3 years ago, I was no different than anybody in here. I don't know everybody's situation, but I was a personal trainer. But I was good at my job. I took it very serious, right? And but it's a grind. Any trainers in here? Y'all know it's a fucking grind. You know what I mean? And the more successful you are as a trainer, the more stressful it is, because that means you're in the gym longer hours. You have no life. You're tired. Your training sucks now because you don't have the energy. Your relationships are suffering because you're giving everything to these people. It's emotionally draining. You know what I mean? As well as physically draining. So I was in the same situation, and YouTube. See, the YouTube thing happened to me. It wasn't a plan. Nobody told me. Nobody successful stood in front of me telling me about the possibilities and the benefits of YouTube. I had a buddy in the gym who was doing worse than me telling me about YouTube and monetizing. I'm like, that sounds, you make 30 cents a video, who knows? I'm like, that doesn't even sound like worth my fucking hassle signing up for Google AdSense and all of that for a few dollars a month. And that's how he sold it to me. So I had a YouTube channel, but I never monetized it because I didn't have, all right, I don't know if any Herbalife people here, and I don't care. But Herbalife people always come up to you, selling you this big dream, how much money you can make, and they got a raggedy car. They tell you about somebody else's stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was the same thing with this guy. It wasn't like he was successful telling me about YouTube. You guys have successful people telling you about YouTube. You know what I mean? Who are just in your shoes not that long ago. You know what I mean? I'm doing big numbers when supplement game is fucking saturated. Everybody and their grandmother with a few following are slapping their faces on some white label product selling supplements. And I'm killing it there. You know what I mean? And domestically, typically, when like very successful big time bodybuilders, when they retire and they start their supplement lines, they do it overseas because they can't sell anything here. I'm killing it here. Why? What differentiates me from them? I'm not Mr. Olympia winner, none of that. I have YouTube. Is that fucking powerful? You know what I mean? It equalized, not just equalized it, but it gave me the advantage to where, I don't know if y'all see my videos, but all of the top IFBB champions and pros are in my videos. That's by design, you know what I mean? They're not stupid. They're like, I need to do that. You know what I'm saying? So YouTube is powerful. So anyway, I was just like you guys, struggling, grinding, you know, just trying to make a way. YouTube started happening. When I say it's all about content, it's all about content. The video that first really hit was not shot that great, you know what I mean? But it was so different, it was so unique that, and you never know what, I can say, bro, this is how I came up. This kind of video right here, boom, they love that. That don't mean it's gonna work for you. You might do something completely different that I tried, that didn't work for me, that works for you. You know what I'm saying? But the whole purpose is you gotta, you know, you started something, you tried it, you found your lane. I already found my lane, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people I see trying to emulate my lane and it's not working out for them. You know what I mean? You gotta do whatever you wanna do, what you like to do from the heart. Be passionate about it. People see that shit. You know what I'm saying? They can see when you're just, you put some music in your video, slow motion, flexing and doing your exercise. They don't give a fuck about that. They're like, okay, all right, you're sweaty and got abs, like big deal. You know what I'm saying? Give them something. That's the thing. Like everything I do is passion behind it. You know, so do I want to be as successful as I can? Absolutely. However, nothing that I'm doing was a decision based on money. Nothing. Matter of fact, one of my newest ventures, the Ambrosia nutraceuticals, I doubt if I'll make much money at all, if any, because the raw materials are so expensive. It's not like, you know, pre-workout, it's high-end stuff. But this is something that I really want to do. I think it's so cool. You know what I'm saying? But when you're doing stuff like that from the heart, you end up making good money from it. You know what I mean? When you like, you know, I got a plan. This is I'm gonna kill it with this. It doesn't work out like that. It might, but are you really happy with that? You know what I'm saying? Or are you happy doing what you really want to do? You understand what I'm saying? And another key that I feel like will help with success, will help me, is when I took on a job, I don't care if it's a job that I didn't like. If I accept it, I fucking hustle, I bust my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because, all right, Mike, your responsibilities are A, B, C, and D. I said, okay. So I do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. You get an N, so I took that N. You know what I'm saying? I do it all, right? What does that do? It puts me in higher favor over my peers. I'm looked at different. What else does it do? I hold myself in a difference. Like, I have a different type of esteem that the average person don't have. You know, my company's called I'm So Alpha. One of my best sellers is Alpha as fuck. I feel like I'm a lion. I feel like I'm alpha as fuck. My logo is a lion. You know what I mean? Why? Because I work my ass off. And I get what I want because I work my ass off. I don't ask you. See, the problem with the industry, and what I want you guys to stay away from is people start doing shows or they start getting in really good shape, and you get all these likes on your pictures. Oh, you're hot. Oh man. Oh, the shoulders, whatever. And your heads are inflated, and you want handouts. You want companies to sponsor you. What is that? First of all, when you're going at people asking them, you know, for a sponsorship or whatever, if they give you anything, it's gonna be not what you're really worth because you're coming to them. When they come to you, they treat you good. They gotta impress you. And human nature is, you know, when you're coming to somebody and you're giving them, or somebody comes to you, you give them some resistance, they want you even more. But if you're going to them, you're already at a lose-lose, you know what I mean? And you're just another number. There's a million other people coming to them, you know? So I don't want you guys to get in the mindset of Okay, now I'm doing shows, or I'm doing this, or I'm in shape now. Now I got to get a sponsor. Who cares? And honestly, 99.9% of people with sponsorships don't care or like the product that they're sponsoring, and it's so see-through. You know what I mean? Everybody see it. Big bodybuilder. Hey, everybody, I'd like to announce that I'm now with such and such nutrition. You're like, all right, bro. You don't even take that. You don't even take supplements like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's disrespectful to your fans. You know what I'm saying? Your audience. You know, you want to just be as real as possible. You don't have to be. You can take that route. I'm not saying there's not people successful like that. There are. However, I don't see everybody's definition of success is different, right? Me receiving money from somebody else is not success. I don't care how much money it is. Me providing my own money is success. Doing what I want. I don't want to post a picture of you. No. You know what I mean? I get people hit me up to pay me to post, shout them out, or I'm like, nah, no thanks. You know what I mean? Everything I do is authentic. Y'all can take that to the bank. Anybody I'm posting is a friend of mine, somebody I care about. You know what I mean? Or a cool supporter that I always see posting my stuff. You know what I mean? It's never like, I get hit up by top people in fitness, whatever. They're not top people, people with a lot of followers. Hey, bro, you know, they come, they try to soft sell you first, like buddies, man, you're awesome, whatever. Hey, bro, let's shout, you shout me out, I shout you. I'm like, no, I'm cool. Well, I just won't even respond. I'm like, man, I'm not interested in that world. You know what I mean? You gotta differentiate yourself from everybody else. Everybody's doing the same thing. It's ugly. I'm sure y'all see it. Say on Instagram. Oh, check. Oh. Okay. My hair. You know, oh, check out my hilarious friend so-and-so. You know what I mean? And they posted, you go to that person's page, they just posted you. That's corny. You know what I mean? Then they both delete the picture, and then the next person, that's how they build big followings. But guess what? What is that worth? Is that just to say you got 1 million people following you? Or do you want people that's really interested in you to follow you so they can potentially become a customer of yours? Because they're interested in you, not because you play some weird game, Instagram game to get them. You know what I mean? So don't get caught up in the numbers. You know, I have friends, business associates who don't have the numbers that I have, that's killing it because they put out quality information and products. I'm talking about absolutely killing it. You walk past them in the street, you won't even know who they are. They're not big in social media like that, but they're effective. And we all have that opportunity. Some people are going to have the personalities and the charisma to bring in a lot of people that like you. But some people are just going to be that smart and that clever to figure out their way. And fitness industry is all you can make millions. No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm killing it in a short period of time. You know what I mean? Who knows what 5 years is going to be? Nobody no different from me in here. I can do it in shorter time than me. Because I had a lot of impediments in my road to get to where I am now. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. However, your most powerful asset, you say you started a YouTube channel, they're good, right?
Yeah, I think the place kind of similar where last year when you spoke, I already had a channel, but wasn't doing anything with it.
Right.
It was just kind of there.
Right.
Wasn't monetized or anything like
Right.
that. And when I left the conference last year, that was like my take home. Like,
Right.
I'm going to focus for the next 12 months on YouTube.
Right.
So literally from that time to today, I have like 7,000 subscribers. Almost at 1 million views for the whole channel.
See.
And literally generating not a lot, like literally a couple $100 a month. Just
See.
posted, and I'm like in a short. So it's just proving exactly what you're saying. I just started.
This is the beauty of that though. So 7,000, 1 million views. People start really paying attention to you when you're around 1 million views, right? So now 1 million views is usually the sweet spot, okay? Now, granted, there's people that every video they post is 1 million views, you know what I mean? Plus, but it's all relative, you know what I mean? They start paying attention around 1 million views. As your channel grows, it grows exponentially, you know what I mean? So if you got 7,000 today, at the end of next month, say you got 7,300, you know, the next month it will grow, instead of 300, maybe 7750. it don't just grow by the same number, it keeps multiplying. You know what I mean? And then you won't be saying a few hundred, you'll be like, oh, I'm getting a few thousand. Then you'll be like, I'm getting like 12, 13,000 a month. That's just from YouTube. That's not even from what you're selling. You know what I'm saying? So, yes.
Does YouTube reach out to somebody, or do you have to like apply?
No, all right, so basically, anybody can monetize. It's a program called Google AdSense. Y'all want to write that down? It's called Google AdSense. AdSense. Because it makes sense. It makes sense. I think I'm clever sometimes. Google AdSense takes a few minutes to set up. You basically got to give them like your TIN number, bank account information. It take a couple days, maybe a week or so to actually get set up because it's been so long since I set it up, but I think they got to deposit like a penny in your account and mail you something to verify who you are. It's a little bit of a process, but it's very, very much worth your time to do because you might not be making a lot of money now, but you might do a video that goes viral. There's a girl I know out of Norway. Y'all ever seen the video? It was called, it was a couple years ago, 17-year-old girl doing moves that most men can't, CrossFit, whatever. That video was like 30-something million. Nobody monetized that video. 30-something million, that video, like, say it did about 5-10 million that first month. That's a few $1,000, you know what I mean? Then when they got to, and it's making money every month. When they got to 34s, that's a lot of money, you know what I mean? And when you're at that level, that video will make money forever, you know what I mean? I got videos from day one that's still making money because you can see all your analytics. It breaks everything down. The bigger the video is, the more views it has, it's going to be in more people's recommended feed. More people want to keep hitting that video. It never dies. You know what I mean? And that means you'll continually get paid off of that video. And that means when you put your product or your email or whatever in the description box, that many people are going to keep looking at that. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
At what point do you recommend doing the Google AdSense?
Now.
With 40 subscribers.
Now, yes. Yep. Because like I said, like that girl Suzanne, she didn't know that video was going to go 34 million. You do your channel, and everything you put out will be monetized, except if you put music that's not yours. You know, like something that you could buy on iTunes, any like copywritten music. But YouTube does supply. They give you royalty-free music. They got all of that kind of stuff for you. Or if you got somebody that make music, they make it for you, or no music, doesn't matter. Yes.
Is there a point like if you get to a certain number of subscribers or something like that, then YouTube will be like, you're now eligible to get paid for your videos, or do you not have?
Yeah.
Go ahead and read
His
the
question. Yeah. His question was, does YouTube let you know once you get to a certain amount of subscribers or views? Do they let you know now you can get paid? In a sense, yes. You have to meet a threshold. They don't tell you how many views. All right. So one thing that they don't do, they don't tell you how they pay you. There's no algorithm. You can't figure. We've tried. There's no rhyme and reason. You know, there is a rhyme and reason, but we don't know it because they want to prevent fraud and stuff like that, which is understandable. But the dollar amount, once you generated $100, then you start getting paid. Okay. Any more questions? Yes.
When do they start putting ads on your site?
That's when you sign up with Google AdSense.
That's a little bit.
Right. Well, no. Once you signed up, then they start running ads on your page. And this is the beauty of it. Like, I'm with a network, right? I was with this network when I first started. It's called Full Screen. They're the biggest network on YouTube. One of the owners was one of the founders of YouTube. So I signed up with them. They were taking like 30% of my money, and they were supposed to help you grow your channel. But guess what? They didn't help me do shit. You know what I mean? They're just taking my money every month, right? And however, they just didn't, fitness is so new, they didn't have a way to really help, other than suggesting other channels to collab together, which is beneficial, But my contract was up this summer, and they hey, so what's up, buddy? You wanna? I'm like, nah. However, I did work out. Now I have bargaining chips. So I got a sweet deal, and I got them to give me a lot of money up front for me to resign with them for 1 year instead of 3 like the last time.
The ads that you can skip in 4 seconds, or the ones that make you watch you for the full 30 seconds, do you choose what goes on your site, or they choose for you?
They kind of optimize your site based on how successful your site is and what there's sales teams. Like that's what I was getting at with my network, Full Screen. They have a sales team that will pitch you. Say, you know, you're big in nutrition, right? You talk a lot about nutrition on your channel. They'll be pitching you to commercials that are in that lane. You know what I mean? Typically, you'll see fitness commercials on fitness videos. You know what I mean? So if they really like your channel, they'll pay a premium. I don't know what the number is to have a commercial that you can't skip. Those are good money. You know what I mean? You don't really choose. You just want those though. You know what I mean? You don't want the 5-second ones. You're getting paid too. You know, but the one that you can't skip is more premium. You get a higher. It's called a CPM, and who knows what the actual numbers is? So they don't tell you. Hold on 1 second. She had her hand, and then you. Yes.
Okay, so there's hundreds and thousands of fitness accounts like on Instagram, Facebook, and I have figured out like how to get ahead of those people and you know, hashtags, whatever. How do you do that with YouTube? Because there will be maybe like hundreds of videos for like a chest workout, and if I'm just starting, I'm going to be at the very bottom. Is there a way to kind of bounce me up so people see me?
Consistency. Keep putting your stuff out. One thing that I do is I put my name at the front of every video I do. Mike Rashid, whatever. Mike Rashid, whatever. Mike Rashid, whatever. And you put Mike in, my name is gonna come up. You put Mike Tyson, my name is gonna come up. You know what I mean? Just keep putting. You gotta be consistent. You gotta just put out a lot of content. There's people who channels are not as quality as mine. We kind of do some of the same things, and but their channels do really well because there's some people that put 2 videos up a day. You know, they're super consistent. You know what I mean? You just gotta stay in their face. You know, if it's not a workout, do a video blog. You know what I mean? Just keep doing stuff. Consistency. The more stuff you have out there, it's gonna keep popping up in people's feeds. You know what I mean? There's no way to like pay for a service or anything to bump you up. You know what I mean? It's just about where your positioning is in the big billions of YouTube channels. You know what I mean? But it's a billion. That's fine. All you need is 1 million people to like you. You know what I mean? So just you gotta keep plugging on. It's the effort. Like I said, effort is a great equalizer. So you know, if I got a bigger channel and I'm kind of laid back, relaxing, you're gonna creep up on me if you hit them every day. If we're in the same lane, you know what I'm saying? So, and I see it all the time. I see guys that I know super consistent catching me. I'm like, oh shit, let me crank mine back up. You know what I mean? So you just gotta keep putting stuff out. Yes.
So, from a logistical standpoint, do you use YouTube Editor or do you use iMovie? Like, what do you use to, once you actually record the video, then put it on YouTube so it looks nice?
All right. Personally, I have someone that does my videos. That's one of the ways I differentiate, but that's not necessary. Sometimes I do videos on my phone. I'll have somebody record this set for me. If you got an iPhone, always record it sideways because that's how video works in iPhones. And iMovie's on everybody's phone. You know, it's super easy. From there, I can airdrop it to my computer and upload it. But I also have Final Cut Pro on my computer, which I don't really know how to use. You know, I know how to do the very, very basics, and that's all I need. Because for me, what I found that people like outside of the well-produced videos are the raw videos when you see every set, every number of every set, you know what I mean? And that works too. In between, now I spend money on my videos. I just have a standard of what I want to put out there, you know? I started like that, I gotta keep it up. But when my guy is busy, I'm doing videos with my phone in the gym. You know, if I don't have somebody to hold the phone, I'll prop it up on a plyo box, do my set, hit stop, you know what I mean? Start it again. And you know, you can scrub the video, and you have an iPhone? Yeah, you can put the video up, and then you can edit it right there, kind of scrub it, cut parts out, you know what I mean? Throw it in iMovie. It's really easy, you know? And the iPhone is a great camera, you know what I mean? So that's what I use. Yes.
Is there a certain like time or minutes per video like you see perform better? You know, like your 10 to 15 minute videos really do
Yeah,
great.
for me, the longer videos bring in more money, more revenue for me. I mean, the longer the video, the longer they're gonna watch it. You know, it just works out like that. So the longer videos for me works best. Yes.
Yes. The raw footage videos, like 45 minutes long.
Yeah, those are great.
It's just like, you
It's
do
just,
work
sometimes it's just, the camera just rolling. Because we'll do some really extreme stuff. So we'll just, see, like, one thing that got me kind of popular is we'll do stuff like, if I told you what I did, you wouldn't believe me. But they're seeing it, so like, oh shit, you know? And also we'll have a nice edited version of that. Well done, well produced, lit. And it's still like, did he really do it? Or is he kind of, people do that, like kind of make it look like they're doing it. We'll have that version and I'll have the raw version as well. And the raw version is really good. It's easy, you know? Yes.
When you were sitting there 3 years ago and you had the YouTube channel and everything was building, you had all these visions, I imagine, and dreams. How are you implementing like strategy, like going through it?
I didn't have one.
Year 2.
I didn't have one. This is what I was doing. Remember I told you guys, just start, right? So all I was doing, and it wasn't because of any business reasons, it was because I thought it was cool. I was posting my clients' workouts, and I would put them through crazy stuff. And I'd be posting like, check that out. I want to see somebody top that. Or I got a girl, she's doing 15 pull-ups. I want to see somebody, you know. I was posting all of my client stuff. And then we would do crazy stuff as well. So I'll post my workout, me and my friends. So I was just posting, that was my life, is gym 24/7. So I would, you know, this is YouTube, this is cool, I'm gonna put it out there. You know what I mean? And it helped me with my training business at the time. Because people were seeing my clients like strong and really beasting out. They're like, yeah, I wanna work with Mike, you know? So, and then it just, like I said, it just grows. And then,
Grew into Amstel Alpha.
right, exactly. Yeah, I had no plan, no strategy. I just started by default. I'm telling y'all, just start. You know what I mean? So just start. Yes.
The Instagram videos, I know they're a lot shorter, but can they be monetized as well?
No, Instagram doesn't have any kind of monetization platform. You can't click on anything on Instagram unless it's in your description box. You know, Instagram, I love Instagram. I really enjoy Instagram. But from a business standpoint, it's at the lower end of the totem pole. I use it to remind people, you know what I mean, of stuff. But YouTube is my bread and butter for sales. I noticed, like, when I'm looking at all my traffic, where sales are coming from, is usually from clicks from YouTube. You can't click on anything on Instagram. So, but keep in mind, all right, Facebook. Anybody have like an athlete or a public page or anything like that? Okay. So now, if you put a link of a video in Facebook, you know, they won't share it to that many people. They want you to use their player. Why? Because they want to hop on the bandwagon and start monetizing videos. So my network is actually working with them, and I'm one of the people chosen to get monetized videos on Facebook. It's not rolled out yet, but it's coming soon. So it's always good to, like, when I put out a video, I typically put the video out YouTube. I'll share the link on Facebook, and then I'll upload it directly to Facebook as well. Because they share it to way more people that follow you on when you put it directly to Facebook. And they're going to start monetizing that. So that's something that y'all want to do just to get Facebook looking like, okay, this person is posting a lot of videos using our player. They want you to use their player because they're going to start having commercials on videos as well. Yes.
So at what point in that process did you then start to think about branding? How did that sort of start?
Okay, once again, it wasn't a plan. It happened. You know, I'm seeing I'm getting like a lot of positive feedback from my workouts and stuff like that when I'm doing it. And people were hashtagging, that's so alpha, that's so fucking alpha, etc. So I started, during this process, I was making my own pre-workouts in my kitchen. But for me, I wasn't trying to sell it. I was just making a product that I like, you know, a formula that I like, right? So that's the kind of weirdo that I am, you know what I mean? I'm like, why am I gonna go buy it? I'm gonna just make it, you know what I mean? So, and then once you start getting more and more popular, you guys will see it. I'm sure some of you guys have experienced it already. A lot of people start hitting you up with different ideas, you know, because there's a lot of people that do things, but they have no outlet to the world, to the consumer. And when you have a huge social media platform, you are extremely valuable. You're so valuable, you know what I mean? Because you can do one post and they'll get a whole lot of sales. So anyway, one of my partners approached me about, you know, you ever thought about doing supplements? And I was like, I just went and took a picture of my kitchen and, you know, it looked like a laboratory. And I said, I've been making my own, you know? So they told me what they did. I said, okay, I'm interested in doing business with you, but it has to be my formula, you know what I mean? So, and it all started from there. So I never had a plan to sell supplements. I was just making it for myself, you know what I mean? Yes.
So I'm big on reading. We actually met like 2 years ago. I started following you.
Right.
You're on the touted chain. I love that book. Do you have like top 3 books you really enjoyed that really relate back to that, you know, you learned a lot from or something like that? Okay. So he kind of follows some of the stuff that I post, and I'm you know, I like to read. And he asked me top 3 books that I enjoy. Tao Te Ching is definitely one of them. I love, excuse me?
What was it?
Tao Te Ching, Tao space Te space Ching, Ching, Ching by Lao Tzu, Laotzu. What else? It's an old book. I don't know if you can find it now, but it was called Mind Magic. Sounds weird, but it's about the power of the subconscious mind. Some people call that prayer. Some people call it the secret. I don't care what you call it. It's all the same. It's the same. So Mind Magic and The Alchemist. But you know, it changes. I like a lot, but Tao Te Ching is always up there for me. Any other questions, comments?
I'm good.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What do you consider to be consistent? Like once a day, once a week?
Once a day. Consistent is the same thing. However, once a week can be okay. Once a day, like 5 days a week is great. You know, that's great. If I could do a video 5 days a week, I would. You know what I mean? So try to but just be consistent. Like I try to always have a Monday video. Monday is the best time to release. Monday morning is the best time to put a video out. Friday evening is the worst time. Beginning of the week, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I would, if you're just starting, shoot for 2 or 3, and try to get up to 5 a week, like Monday through Friday, or even 4 a week. A lot of big channels do a solid 4 Monday through Thursday. Don't miss. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna miss, let them know, because you gotta think this is TV for them. Like I love watching Bill Maher, right, on HBO. So, but he lets us know when it's Christmas holidays, we'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, I know not to get mad next week. You know what I mean? It's the same with YouTube. You guys are a TV channel for these people. These people have work schedules or whatever. They get home, they're looking for your video on Wednesday at 7. You know what I mean? YouTube is TV. It literally is. Not only that, you guys want to get your foot in now, like the sooner the better, because you know the way movies and everything is being distributed now is a lot different. YouTube has a video on demand as well. You can rent movies, you can buy movies. There's movies that are being released, a minimum theater release, but coming straight to YouTube, stuff like that. You know, so all of the streaming media platforms can be very lucrative for people like us. You know, you don't need big studios anymore to release your projects. You know, because this is the thing, guys. The gatekeepers are always going to be there, like the big, huge entities, right? However, this is kind of leveling the playing field, because what if it's like a presidential election, right? So we have these 2 guys, right? These are your candidates. You choose. Did you really choose? No. These are the guys that are here that you have access to, right? You may be better, but nobody knows about you. You know what I mean? It's the same with entertainment, fitness, whatever. You can put yourself out there now. You know what I mean? And if people like you, if you got that magic, it's gonna take off. And if you don't got that magic, fucking put in that effort, that work, and that consistency, and it's gonna take off. Either way, it's gonna take off. You know what I mean? There's very, like, I'm sure everybody in here would say, bad people on YouTube that go in there and do bad things, say bad things about people every day, and they grow, they're big. Because it's just interesting for people. So you don't have to be the greatest person, the greatest looking person, highest, whatever. Anything that's consistent will take off. I see it all the time. I study all of this stuff. I watch all of that. You know? Yes.
Having studied YouTube so significantly, what's the general demographic of the YouTube viewer? Or is it a very young population?
It's going to be different for everyone, honestly. But for mine, it's men from 18 to 36, and that, you know.
They're able to give you that information. So
Yeah, there's one thing about YouTube and Google, they're very thorough in their demographics and the analytics, not demographics, but the analytics, you can get every little detail, so specific. And also there's other websites and software out there that can help as well, help you kind of gauge other channels so you can see how you're measuring up to other people. There's even, you ever heard of Social Blue Book?
Yes.
You guys heard of Social Blue Book? Check this out. Anybody in here ever had somebody approach them to do a post and they'll pay you for a post? Yes, no?
Yes.
Well, anyway, that's a business now. People do that. People make a good living like that. Now there's a site called Social Blue Book. You guys can socialbluebook.com. You could plug in all of your different social media platforms, and they will give you, just like Kelly Blue Book, tell you what your car, they tell you what you're worth. You know what I mean? And they break it down very specific, so you can send them a quote like, all right, this is what I'm worth based on all of these factors. So that's kind of cool. So there's so many resources to find out all of your things, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to know out there. So, but Social Blue Book is cool because it puts power back into people's hands. You know what I mean? Oh, you just came to me, you want to give me $400? This says I'm worth $4,000. Just give me $2. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, anything else?
So we wrap it up?
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
We're gonna break for the VIP luncheon, and we're gonna go, the next lecture, Brett Colbell will be here from The Biggest Loser and Beachbody fame. He will come in and speak at around 1:45, I believe. Hold on, 1:30. And then Mike will be available for Q&A and whatnot on the outside too.
Hey guys, one more thing. If you want a quick headshot, Peter is providing it for free today. So if you have time, then go to the theater.
Oh yeah, you're welcome to join us for the VIP luncheon. Oh, yes. I think it's a barbecue or something like that, yeah.
I think we can, I'll take this one.
I know you have it on the background.